Welcome to the channel. So in this video we are going to see about the basic concepts of the design before we need to learn any softwares in BIM or AEC field. So let me start with the question, that is, what is design? Here comes the answer. Design is nothing but idea to product. So converting my idea into a product, that is nothing but any building or whatever the infrastructures we are going to build. So here we have three types. There is a path to execute that, convert the idea into a product. Here first step is CAE and the constructions. So CAD is nothing but computer aided design, and CAE is nothing but the computer aided engineering. So for CAD we have a set of softwares like AutoCAD, Revit architecture, ArchiCAD, 3ds Max, SketchUp. Also some other softwares are there, we'll see in the further videos. For a computer aided engineering, we have also have set of softwares like StatPro, ETABS, Tekla. We will see the features and advantage, disadvantage of these softwares and also comparison in the future videos. But just a basics to give you a basic knowledge on this. So this is the path. Once we done a design or 3D modeling, rendering, everything done, we have to analyze the structure whether it is safe or not, and then we'll go for the execution or the construction. So when we talk about the design, we have five aspects to be considered: dimension, scale, view, projections, and finally bill of material or estimation, whatever you have said. So when we talk about the dimensions, we have four types of dimensions: zero dimension, one dimension, two dimension, three dimensions. So these are the basic dimensions we follow. There are the explanations. Zero dimension is nothing but a point. So we don't consider the length, width, or any other aspects. So we have only considered the location of it. So we call it as zero dimensions. So this is the zero dimension. And then one dimension is nothing but a line. It will start at one point and end in one point in any directions. It have a definite midpoint. So this we can take line as an example for the one dimensional object. Either it may be lies on any axis, and for two dimension it will lies on the two axes like x comma y axis, or x z axis, or y z axis. For so whatever the shapes we can draw in the paper, everything will be a two dimension drawings. So what is three dimension? Three dimension is nothing but it will lies on the all the three axes. It have definite length, width, height. Okay, we can calculate the value of it also. So we can consider the cube or cuboid as an example for it. And second aspect is scale. Scale in the sense we have three types of it. One is enlarged scale, reduced scale, and the full scale. Enlarged scale is nothing but so in some cases that we need to draw any fixtures or any arrangements or any fabrication screws or connections like that. So in that case we have to make it a bit zoom. So we consider the 1 equal to 2. So we can enlarge the thing. We can see it as much. So detail we will have the detailed view. And the reduction scale is nothing but the usual plan we are drawing in the sheet or in paper. So we'll consider that 10 feet to 10 like that. We can draw that, then only we could draw the plan into the paper or any draft place we gonna draw. So we have to reduce the scale, we can't make it as it is. And then for small if you are drawing any pen over the paper, drawing a shape of a pen or any small size, so whether if the dimension, actual dimension of the object within the dimension of the drafting space, so we don't need to change the scale, so we'll take the same dimensions. Next aspect is views. In views we have four types of views. One is isometric views, oblique views, orthographic projection, and the perspective view. Isometric view is nothing but we are representing a 2D drawing which is look like a 3D. So if you see the drawing, we have an example. Taking this as an example, so we'll make 30-degree on both side of an origin. So we'll create a parallel line to it. So if you see this just a 2D drawings, we can't revolve this and see other sides. We can see only the three sides, but it's look like a 3D objects. So like making a angle, equal angle, and drawing a parallel lines to it will show the will look like a 3D object. That's what the isometric. And here the same concept like isometric, but here we create only one preceding angle, either it may be 30-degree or 45-degree. Only one side will be preceded towards an angle, so it will make an axis for z. So we'll keep the x and y on the same line, straight, horizontal and vertical, but we'll make another angle angled line, either it may be 30-degree or 45-degree. So we'll make same likewise isometric, we are making parallel lines, so we are also doing the same thing here also. We are adding the same lines and we are connecting them. So this is also a 2D drawings which is look like a 3D. And so for orthographic view, we will do a projections for it. So if we have multiple sides of a drawing, we have, so if you see this right side, we have three dimension isometric project, so we'll draw the top view and the front view and side view separately. So these are the orthographic projections. For perspective views, we don't need any dimensions, we have only the perspective. We have to draw whatever we see with our eyes, so we don't have to have any dimensions. No, don't need to keep dimension on the drawings. We just need to draw the, we have to specify the points we are doing. So total three types of perspective views are there: 1 point, 2 point, and the 3 point perspective. 1 point in the sense there is only one point will be focused. Every lines we are drawing in the model, that will end in single points, that's a 1 point. So if we take a 2 point, there will be a 2 point placed. The line will be connected with those points. For 3 point in the sense like we have 3 points the same way which we drawn to 1 point, 2 point. These are the views. And another aspect is projections. We have first quadrant, so this is like consider a graph, so we are drawing in the schools. So here we have first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. We can consider the first and the third, so we can place them. So first quadrant is nothing but the projecting the object, like so if I keep any object in front of the first quadrant, so consider that there is planes like positive planes, so they are the like mirror. So if we see this is a origin, and it is a vertical plane, and this is a horizontal plane. So from origin, it's if it is go upward means it will be positive plane, and if it is go right, it will be positive. So both the planes are positive. So in this case, consider the positive plane as a mirror. So if we keep any mirror in front of the object, we will project the side face of the object. If we keep this mirror in the bottom of the object, will show that projecting the same face of the object were kept. And likewise in the negative axis, so if we from the origin to left and origin to down, it will be considered as a negative plane. So these things will be considered as a transparent glass. So in this case, if we see from here, so we'll have the transparent glass will show the object like this shape, and if we see this from the top, we'll have this. So this is the third quadrant, this is the first quadrant. We have only two quadrant to projections. We don't consider the second and the fourth quadrant. We'll see it elaborately in the future videos. And the final aspect is cost estimation, that nothing but BOM. So whenever we are finish the plan, we have to add this estimation, then only we can find the total cost of the cost of the building to execute it. So when we comes to an AutoCAD, basics. So we have already seen the basic aspects. Now we come to the coordinate system. So every design software or analysis software will work on this coordinate system only. So here we have three types of coordinate system. One is absolute coordinate system, second one is relative rectangular coordinate system, and third one is a relative absolute coordinate system is nothing but taking one point as an origin. So origin will be fixed. So considering that as a 0 comma 0, will creating points and connecting them as a line or any 2D object. This is what the absolute coordinate system. So here we can see that there is an origin that is 0 comma 0. So each and every box consists of one unit. So here the point is which is meeting. That is we have four lines from the origin in x-axis and the four lines from the y-axis. So we can consider this. So we can take the graph which we studied in the schools. So that is as an example. So if we see here also, so from origin to left, origin to bottom will be considered as a negative. So here we have minus 3 as an x-axis and minus y is minus 2 is an y-axis. This is how the absolute coordinate works. And the relative rectangular in the sense. So once we started from the origin, our origin will keep changes. Okay. So like if I started from here, so we will consider this as a origin while starting the line. So I am starting from here minus 3 comma minus 2 from here, and once I started the point, I will take this point as my origin, and then I will adding this coordinate. So if I can, the ordinate will origin will change to this point. In the sense, if you need to draw straight lines from 0 comma 0, will draw the line. So I need a horizontal line. So if it is horizontal line, the y will automatically 0. And if we can count the line, it will be 8. So this is the origin 8 comma 0. So once the endpoint is completed, again the line will start it from the origin. So we can again consider this as origin, and we can draft the points. So in this line, this is a vertical line. So we don't have x-axis. So x, it's not towards the x. So we'll keep the x as a 0, and we count the lines in the y-axis, that is 6. So we'll take this ordinate. This is the relative rectangular coordinate system. And right here also we have relative polar coordinate. So here we don't consider the axis, positive or negative axis. We have only consider the angles it lies on. So like see this line as a drawing as an example. Here we have starting with 1 to 2. So it start one is, so we'll take the L enter, that's a command for line. So when we start the L enter, we'll have the distance of this line towards an angle. So here is the distance of the line is 100, and it lies towards a 0 degree. So like this. So I drawn the line towards this angle. Again I'm gonna draw 70. So the length of the line is 70 and the angle is 40. So it will lies like this. So likewise I will draw the steps we are to draw these lines. This is how we will draw using the relative polar coordinates. We can use all three of them in the current AutoCAD, but mostly we use a relative rectangular because we using the mouse nowadays. Before finding the mouse, we have used the keyboard alone. We using the commands only we can draw. So this is the way we have to draw the AutoCAD lines. We will start the thing. So this is the basics. If you have any doubt in this video, you can raise it. You can ask it in the comment sections. If you like the video, you can hit a like button, and you can subscribe our channel to get more updates or more training videos of the softwares. We'll continuously posting our software teaching videos. You can follow our Instagram page also. I'll choose in the description and also in the cards. Thanks for watching. Please support my channel.